It's not like I just like one anime. I just like every single anime.
おい、何してるんだ。え、あなたは誰ですか？私は未来から来たあなたです。あなたに間違いを犯していることを伝えに来ました。私はあまり気にしない。ああ、じゃあ、私は必要ないみたいだね。じゃあ、さようなら。
And then you're gonna ask why. Is it because of the story? Is it because the characters aren't? Oh, hey. Don't question why my shirt changed. Time traveling does that to people. But anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to this video. I just traveled back in time to see my past self to try and knock some sense into him. He did not care for this. So, I say fuck him and fuck his opinions because my opinion has changed once again. This happened before with Hollow Knight. And now it has happened with another thing. Anime. Or at least one anime. In my video, which obviously you just saw, I said that I dislike every single anime. That's no longer true. Because I don't dislike every single anime. I like one. One of them. And if you're gonna question which one it is, which I presume you are, it is all of it has to do with a good story. Good characters. No goofy bullshit. What I'm used to in animes. Just a good, compelling story that you can watch, and at the end, with the twists and all the turns and all everything that's going on, and the puzzle you're trying to find out, even though you kind of already know the answers, but you don't, there can only be one anime. And that anime is... So I started watching Death Note about, well, last year. I thought, why not? People talk about how amazing this anime is. People talk about how great of a watch it is, and that you should watch it, and that it's like a classic and all that stuff. So I was like, why not? Let's give it a shot. What can go wrong? What I could see what it is, and if I dislike it, I'll just stop watching it after 2 episodes, like I did with Jujutsu Kaisen. So, I clicked on Death Note and immediately went into a spiral of fucking watching every single episode in the train, on the bus, in class, at home, and I loved it. Every single episode was another answer to a question, which they did really good, where you'd end up in a cliffhanger and you wanted to watch the next episode to find out, oh my god, what's this cliffhanger? I want to know what is this cliffhanger? What is happening? And that is what Death Note does really, really well, in the sense that Death Note is an anime. I can just not explain it. It's an anime that sucks you in it, and you just want the answers to the questions. And that makes Death Note such a good anime. The first anime I can say to ever grab my attention so badly that I wanted to watch it non-stop. It's so incredibly good. I cannot explain. It's so good. And I didn't expect that from Death Note. I heard of Death Note. Obviously everyone does know the Death Note stuff, and it's like, whoa, oh my god, you have a notebook and you can write a name down and then they die. But when you really fully get into that story and get sucked into it, it is so incredibly good. It just made me happy watching it. Alright, from this point on, I'm going to go into spoilers for Death Note. So if you still want to watch the anime, which I suggest you do, like if you haven't watched it and you still want to watch the anime, go watch it. It's on Netflix, so you don't need Crunchyroll or something like that. Go watch it. It is so good. Genuinely, go watch it. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. So, when they killed off L in, like, well, there's like a few more episodes after they kill off L, I started to kind of lose interest. Because I loved that battle between L and Light. Which was really, it was such a good battle. The constant, like, I have a plan, but actually I knew your plan all along. That I like that trope. They did use it a lot in Death Note, like a lot, but that kept me hooked, so it did really help. I have no issues with that trope if it was used right. So yeah, I think that trope was really used right in Death Note. But when they killed off L Ryusaki, I lost a lot of interest because they replaced Ryusaki with Nier and Mello, which I thought, like, I don't know. So I kind of stopped watching it for a long time, but I still recommended it because I thought every episode up until L dying was really, really good. But after L died, I kind of lost interest. I did end up finishing it, and I'm really happy I finished it now. Of course, we all know the ending. If you've watched the anime, you know the ending. Light ends up dying, which, of course, like, you always root for the main character. So you always root for, well, Light. I rooted for Light because he was the main character and you follow him the entire time and you see, like, look at his goal. But obviously Light was not a good person. Light was evil. Very, very evil. I mean, he killed people that he thought deserved to die, which I guess that's a good thing, but of course, Light's not the person to decide that. He was starting to act like an insane god who needed the perfect world, but he wanted to rule that world. He wanted to regulate. He felt like if you were born evil, you were evil forever, and that couldn't change. And I think that's really a good, like, it's a message, and Death Note really sent that message. Like, look at how good the world could be if all evil people are gone, but is that a fair world? And that message that it brings, that Light dying, like a god dying, Ryuk killing Light, basically, because for some reason Light got 7 gunshots to the gut and was just like, nah, I'll walk it off. But like, yeah, that was really, really, really good. Alright, I have talked about the good things now. Now there is one negative thing that I want to talk about, which I absolutely hated throughout the entire anime, and that's Misa.
Please stop overacting. It looks too cheesy, not to mention fake.
Huh? But I thought that was a realistic performance. What an idiot! She doesn't even realize that Light's just using her for his investigation.
Don't say that. You might end up dead if she hears you.
Duh, I know that. That's why I whispered it quietly.
Are you alright?
That was so frustrating!
Misa Misa is the most terrible character ever written in any anime, but also still a good character somehow. I annoyed myself dead to her, and I think that was the point of the anime, where that point of that character, that you get annoyed to Misa Misa, because the main character also gets annoyed at Misa Misa, but keeps her around to you know, help him do his dirty work, which also is fucking evil, by the way.
Light, is everything okay? Is something wrong? You look kind of...
Misa, just shut up and do what I told you, alright? Look, I need you to keep killing Japanese criminals, so just do that. This guy's obviously investigating Kira, and he won't give up. If the killings are delayed, we're in trouble. Don't you understand?
Okay. But who is this guy?
Just get on with it, alright? Taking out your anger on her, huh?
Light had like 2 women helping him and betrayed both of them, which is fucking evil. That's what I mean with Light being evil. But, like, fucking... Misa Misa was so fucking annoying. But still, Misa Misa did not deserve what happened to Misa Misa. Misa did not deserve it. I'm not gonna call her Misa Misa. I'm gonna just call her Misa. Misa did not deserve what happened to her. She had a Shinigami watching over her because that Shinigami fell in love with her. And then that Shinigami protect her, and then the Shinigami died because that's how that works in the world. And then that Shinigami's friend took over, which is it's so nice. And you can just see how they have the best interest of Misa in hand, and fucking Light fully ruins that. Misa did not deserve that. That doesn't take away that Misa is the most annoying character out of a lot of animes that I've watched. Is it Misty level from Pokemon? Maybe. But annoying character. I dislike Misa Misa. So yeah, I think that is most of the points that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to come back to my opinion on that video, saying that I dislike every anime. I don't dislike every anime anymore. I dislike 99% of anime.
Are you sure?
Who the fuck are you?
It doesn't matter who I am, but you will like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure 2 Ruben.
What do you mean I'm gonna like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?